Hello again. Welcome to John and Lisa's Jazz Joint. We have been looking in the last little while at the career of Cole Porter. Cole Porter, as you know, was probably the premier songwriter and lyricist of this 20th century. He he had an early start, I guess. When he was a young man, he had quite an interesting career, both at college and elsewhere. We saw him even go into World War I in the French Foreign Legion. And then, of course, when he left the French Foreign Legion, he got married. And again, because he had always known wealth, he had a lot of luxury around him. It made him easy to go into his first love, which was the music for the stage. And so throughout the 20s, 30s, and 40s, he became probably the premier composer in both Broadway, New York, London, and Paris. He had a very international career. So we're going to take a look now. We have been over the last 7 episodes looking at a variety of his songs. Actually, we have done 19 of his songs, and today we're trying to wrap it up with the final song, which occurred in a movie with Bing Crosby, Frank Sinatra, Louis Armstrong, and Grace Kelly. So, just a word about the movie itself. It was a remake, really, of a movie that had been made earlier in the 40s called The Philadelphia Story, which had won an Oscar award for James Stewart, and it also had Cary Grant and Katharine Hepburn. But this time around, Grace Kelly was wearing the actual engagement ring that she had been given by Prince Rainier of Monaco, and so this was her final movie before becoming Princess Grace. It was also the first and only gold record for Grace Kelly. And for Bing Crosby, of course, it's a different story. It was his 21st gold album. So the movie itself, or the song itself, True Love, was nominated for the best song in 1956, but it came in second best behind Doris Day's Que Sera, Sera. So without further ado, we're going to do this final song of Cole Porter's, and then we'll have a final word wrapping it up with the end of his career. So, in the movie, Bing Crosby sings this song, True Love. Suntan, wind blown, honeymooners at last alone, feelings far above par. Oh, how lucky we are, while I give to you and you give to me. True so on and on it will always be. True love, for you and I have a guardian angel on high with nothing to do but to give to you and to give to me. Love forever true, for you and I have a guardian angel on high with nothing to do but to give to you and to give love forever true. So from 1956 then, one of the final songs. He also went on to do another movie in 1957, but basically it was the final curtain was being drawn on this illustrious um, songwriter. And so, as the last years in the 50s, his mother died in 1952, and you remember she had been a very important influence on him. His father had been a dentist, and it was really the mother that pushed him into show business. His wife, we showed you a picture of his wife not so long ago. She unfortunately died of emphysema in 1954. We'd also talked how in 1937 he had been involved in a horse riding accident where the horse had rolled over on his legs, and he had avoided amputation of one of the legs for a long time. In fact, he endured 34 operations on his legs. Eventually, it had to be amputated, and that really was the final note, if you will, in his writing career. After his wife died and his mother died, it really wiped him out, I guess. He never wrote another song after the amputation, and he spent the remaining 6 years of his life in New York with his memory, with all of the souvenirs from his career. In the weekends, he would go to his estate in the Berkshires and stayed in California during the summers. Cole Porter died of kidney failure at age 73 in 1964 in Santa Monica, California. And he is interred in his native town of Peru, Indiana. So this has been a long trip with Cole Porter. We did, in fact, 19 of his songs spread over 8 episodes. And if you've missed the earlier ones, we recommend that you go to John's Jazz Joint. You can Google it, go to YouTube, and if you press on videos, you'll see all of the 28 videos are there, and of course with Cole Porter, the final 8 are Cole Porters. This has been Lisa and John bidding you farewell. Hope to see you again at the next John's Jazz Joint. Bye for now.